The cheating Astronomer CEO is being investigated by his company, and we have a video of him kissing his side piece. Trump orders the release of everything Epstein related. We'll see how that goes. And the House approves a $9 billion cuts package. This is your daily injection of political crack. I know you're addicted. You can't stop watching, so let's go! Of course, TMZ has a video of this dude kissing the HR chief. There they are. Look at him. Having a great time. This guy has no idea what he's captured. Losing his company over pre-owned. Oh my God, that's diabolical comment. But that's not all. Astronomer announces their board of directors has launched a formal investigation into the viral Coldplay concert incident. Astronomer is committed to the values and culture that have guided us since our founding. Our leaders are expected to set the standard in both conduct and accountability. Bro, you can't fraternize. Rule number one is the boss man. Don't f the employees. Holy shit, how hard is this? I think it's going to depend on how good this guy is, how much. If he's making them a lot of money, they are not going to give a shit. That's what I think. Just imagine though. There it is, the shame. That look of shame. Let's freeze frame it just for comedic effect. Oops. Somebody created a game where you play as a camera operator and you gotta find the cheaters, dude. So of course the internet made this. Oh my God, that's hilarious. And of course, this has captivated the internet. So of course the internet is going to meme the shit out of it. This one's hilarious. I have a few more for you guys before we move on. Look at this. Oh, I mean, Archie was asking if we should make this the thumbnail. I think I would get in trouble though, but man, would this be an epic thumbnail. SportsCenter began today's broadcast by recreating the event. There it is, dude. I bet we're going to start seeing a lot of people on TV memeing this. Oh my God. It's the woman that he had relations with. Okay, guys, calm the fuck down. Calm down, okay? Chill your asses. Picture of the Astronomer CEO and the head of HR at the weekly staff meeting. All right, that's enough, all right? Time for the next story, which is just a quick one. There's this interesting video I came across. Homeless people are now stealing the city's power right out of the fucking concrete. Look at this. Crafty.
Welcome to LA, ladies and gentlemen.
Technologia. Technologia. Hey man, how are they gonna play their PlayStation 5?
Right? They got a supervisor, they got a worker, and they got an apprentice.
They sure do. What a great observation there, my friend. You can now use an app to hire off-duty police officers to protect your home while you're away. Because the cops on duty aren't doing it enough. Now, if you want actual protection, you gotta pay extra for that. Let's check this out.
There are times you can't be home, but that doesn't mean your home has to be unprotected.
Yeah?
Maybe the kids just got home from school and you're stuck in traffic. Or maybe you're about to travel halfway across the country, finally taking that vacation. Or it's just another quiet night and you'd rather sleep knowing someone's looking out for you. When you book private patrol, you're getting more than just presence. You're getting protection from trained off-duty officers.
Yeah.
You might not.
Because the on-duty officers aren't doing a good enough job, apparently. In other news, Donald Trump did a tweet today. Says House approves $9 billion cuts package, including atrocious NPR and public broadcasting, where billions of dollars a year were wasted. Republicans have tried doing this for 40 years and failed, but no more. This is big. I'm just imagining like the CEO of like NPR being like, where's our money going to come from now? He has to figure that out because the money was just coming in from the government. Why try hard when it's just being handed over? You know what I'm saying? Speaking of which, here is the CEO of NPR begging for money.
Hi, I'm Catherine Marr, CEO of NPR. Congress just voted to eliminate all federal funding for public media.
Oh, no.
This decision hurts communities across America. It means fewer local reporters covering town councils and state championships.
What about YouTubers?
It means fewer stories about local farms, fisheries, businesses.
Bro, you're not responsible for all that? What the f***, dude? You're acting like we're lost without it. I bet you we will have all of it, even without your ass getting billions of dollars.
Fewer stories about what connects us and brings us closer together.
Yeah, whatever.
And for millions, especially in rural areas, it means losing access to trusted local news, emergency alerts, and everyday connection.
They're not going to lose access to alerts. What the f*** is she saying? That's a straight up lie.
But you can help us keep this vital, vibrant service on air across our nation. For your neighbors, for you, and for millions of Americans. Please, donate now.
No. Go f*** yourself. If people want this enough, they will fund it. but watch them not give NPR money, which is proof. People are voting with their dollars, right? If they don't give a shit about NPR, obviously they don't need it because they're not going to give it money. And other news, apparently there's a big scandal. The Obama administration allegedly manufactured and politicized intelligence to create the narrative that Russia was attempting to influence the 2016 presidential election. I'm going to tell you what, I never believed any of this shit, even from the very beginning. It was so obvious, just a big protest and to try and get in Trump's way when he first got elected in 2016. To me, it was obvious. And then I just felt like people that were actually believing it were, you know, not stupid, but just really naive. Honestly, I don't even think they cared if it was true or not. They just wanted to join in on the protest against Trump.
You have some of the most powerful people in our country directly leading at the helm, President Obama and his senior most national security cabinet, essentially making a very intentional decision to create this manufactured, politicized piece of intelligence.
According to the document,
both sides are pulling the same shit. So it's not like only the Democrats have been pulling this shit over the years. Both sides have been pulling this shit on each other for years. I don't think that the weaponization of our government and all of our, you know, our departments and stuff like that is like one-sided, and it's not anything new either. This is just an ongoing thing that's going to go on forever. It's super annoying. We have no power over it. It's going to happen long past my death. Moving on. Now, this one is funny. I'm a big supporter of the police and these protesters getting in their face and assaulting them. I'm really upset when I see that type of stuff happen, but this is still funny. One of the cops got kicked on the balls. Let's check it out. Here we go. So a protester kicks his cop in the balls about right here. We don't see it. I'd have to blur it anyways because of an assault, but here's what's, so here he is, he's grabbing his nuts. Now he's like, man, we should have got that guy because it kind of backed off. Now they're like, nah, let's fucking get him. Now here's the part that pisses me off the most. Right here, he gets away. They just stop. Like, I guess maybe it's their protocol. They're not supposed to go that far out, but they should have got that fucking guy. I know, I'm conflicted. I'm supposed to like be 100% on one side, but I ain't. It's funny getting kicked in the balls. So seeing somebody get kicked in the balls is always fucking funny to me. I don't give a shit. But also, that guy for assaulting the cops, put him in jail. There was a massive explosion in LA. They just cannot catch a fucking break over there in LA. Holy shit. 3 reported dead. It was at a county sheriff department training facility. It apparently happened next to a bomb squad vehicle. So I'm wondering if there was some training going on.
Is rendered safe. Most of those trailers have the robots, the Andros automatic robots that are remotely controlled. So what happened? You know, once again, we don't want to speculate, but it was powerful enough, as Scott said, to blow out several vehicle windows and kill possibly up to 3 personnel.
That sucks.
Bruce.
Here's the response from the chief. So this is sad. Let's listen to what he has to say.
This morning, shortly after 7:30 a.m., an explosion occurred at our Special Enforcement Bureau. This is, unfortunately, the largest loss of life for us as the LA County Sheriff's Department since 1857.
Wow, okay,
Between all 3 sworn members, they had served our community proudly for 74 years. So it was still an active scene. It wasn't stable, and definitely a very active crime scene as we go
crime
forward.
Scene? Wait, what? Were these guys like killed by somebody? So is it a crime scene or is it a training thing? Because it's at a training. I'm confused. I need more facts. Moving on to Trump's hand. We talked a little bit about this yesterday. Dr. Drew, I love Dr. Drew. He gives a great explanation of President Trump's condition that caused the swelling in his lower legs.
Trump and his venous insufficiency. Everyone's all...
His penis... Wait, what did he say?
Trump and his venous insufficiency.
Venus.
Everyone's all, oh my God, venous insufficiency. All right.
I thought he said penis insufficiency. You know, false alarm.
The bruise in the hand is from his aspirin therapy, which is, I'm glad he's on mini dose aspirin. You should see my forearms. They look way worse. But when you get swelling in your legs, particularly if it's asymmetrical, you get a Doppler of the veins to see if there's a clot in them.
Okay.
And what they found in his case was that they were open. Then they did an echocardiogram to make sure that his heart wasn't failing and fluid wasn't backing up behind the heart and going down to the legs.
Interesting.
Lo and behold, everything was clean, everything was normal. Veins have valves in them. People don't know that. Every few inches, there are these valves so that the full effect of a column of blood is not felt by the the legs. But as we age and we live so long now, those valves start breaking apart and you end up with a solid column of blood in the deep venous system. And that produces tremendous pressure out around the feet. And so fluid exudes out into the soft tissue from that column of blood. And it's called venous insufficiency, leg edema, secondary to venous insufficiency. And the treatment is weight loss. Treatment is leg elevation, tight stockings, and leg elevation, and maybe walking. Walking can sometimes be helpful because the contraction of the calf muscles helps move the blood back.
Which Trump's fat, I'm fat. I'm like learning for myself, bro. This is just gonna happen to me. I better fucking start eating some salads. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Dr. Drew. I don't know if you guys could tell. He's a good guy. There's a reason why I like him. I highly recommend checking him out. Speaking of Trump orders Attorney General Pam Bondi to produce any and all pertinent grand jury testimony relating to Jeffrey Epstein. This scam perpetuated by the Democrats should end right now. Here's what he said. Based on the ridiculous amount of publicity given to Jeffrey Epstein, I've asked Attorney General Pam Bondi to produce any and all pertinent grand jury testimony subject to court approval. This scam perpetuated by the Democrats should end right now. If there was a smoking gun on Epstein, why didn't the Dems, who controlled the files for 4 years and had Garland and Comey in charge, use it? Because they had nothing. That's a good point. Or, I mean, I don't know, someone else is in there that they don't want to get in trouble. You know, it's like a double-edged sword. That's what everyone's thinking, right? So that's the only place where this argument falls apart. And it actually makes kind of sense. Occam's razor kind of a situation. Why wouldn't they release it if they had it? Attorney General Pam Bondi filed a motion in New York to release relevant grand jury transcripts in the Jeffrey Epstein case. And here it is, legit. It's actually happening. So we'll see what happens with this. But I honestly think there's nothing there. That's why anything, if Trump is guilty of something bad, they're not going to release anything that reveals that. That's just a fact. So anything they reveal, there's nothing going to be in there. Why would they release something with something? You know what I mean? President Trump announces he will be suing the Wall Street Journal, News Corp, and Rupert Murdoch. The Wall Street Journal and Rupert Murdoch personally were warned directly by President Donald J. Trump that the supposed letter they printed by President Trump to Epstein was fake, and if they print it, they will be sued. Mr. Murdoch stated that he would take care of it, but obviously did not have the power to do so. The editor of the Wall Street Journal, Emma Tucker, was told directly by Carolyn Levitt and by President Trump that the letter was fake, but Emma Tucker didn't want to hear that. Instead, they are going with a false, malicious, and defamatory story anyways. President Trump will be suing the Wall Street Journal, News Corp, and Mr. Murdoch shortly. The press has to learn to be truth, blah, 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 blah. Okay, yeah, they're suing them. Squint your eyes, and the cheeseburger disappears. Who do you see? Am I seeing Obama or John Chiza? Who am I seeing? Let me know what you see.